Hey, what's up, guys? Why Not the Tiger here, and I'm bringing you a game of Crysis 2. In this gameplay, I'm on a 2 bar right now. I think there's like 3 or 4 cases where I'm the first guy on target, first hit marker, and I'm the first to die. And this is sort of a consistent thing with Crysis 2, at least from what I've noticed, is that I just can't seem to get a good connection to save my life. And the game is a little hit or miss. You know, either you're going to do well with a poor connection, or you're not going to do well. And this is kind of like in the transitional game after I realized that the tactics I was employing, the video that I talked about last video, this is the first case of me being on target and dying first. And maybe it had a little bit to do with the fact that I had jumped down, but it didn't look like my status bar was... oh, I just noticed he had armor abilities on. It doesn't matter. I got wronged. Just kidding. Anyways, there's a couple more. There's like one that happens to the left here in that alleyway down by the truck stop thing at the bottom. But anyways, yeah, I'm house sitting for my folks right now. So I don't have my PVR here, and this is the only gameplay I have, and it's not even like stellar gameplay. I don't necessarily try to bring stellar gameplay to you guys. I just try to, I don't know, bring something that is interesting, but nobody wants to show themselves getting their ass kicked. I think I went like 13-8, which is not necessarily getting my ass kicked. It's about on par with how I do in Crysis 2. You know, probably like a 1.2 or 1.3 player right now. Every now and again, I have shades of being awesome, but I haven't played in, well, at least 2 days. You know, I was on last night, but the internet went out. And oh, hey, did you guys hear that the PlayStation Network got hacked today? I was talking to Ryan. Everyone, I don't know if you guys, you know, D-Wits, he's a buddy of mine, like a real life friend of mine, and he was telling me that the PlayStation Network got hacked, and there's a bunch of hacks. And I thought the only hack that I'd ever heard about was the hack, the Modern Warfare hack, you know, the COD 4 hack. And so I guess like PlayStation or Sony was looking at their security protocols or whatever, and I guess they were going after some of these guys, the more famous PlayStation hackers or something. And sort of in retaliation, some of these hackers jumped on and they were messing with the Sony security. Oh, here, check this out. That's some bullshit. Let's look. Yeah, he didn't even have armor ability on, and I died so quick. And I think I might have been engaging the host right there. I'd have to go back and look. But anyways, yeah, so I guess the Sony's going after these hacker guys who were basically allowing, the hacks they were doing were allowing people to get games for free. And so in retaliation, they hacked the PlayStation Network today. And I guess the PlayStation Network was down for a couple hours while they were revamping their security protocols or what have you. I'm not entirely sure. Ryan was telling me about it, and I'm like, well, you know, I pay attention to what's going on in the video game world, but not to the IT stuff, because it's just not really my cup of tea. Oh man, I'll tell you, when I get in these close quarters engagements, I'm fucked. I'm not used to tactical, the default button layout, so my natural instinct is not to go to a knife or a melee attack, you know, since I play on tactical for Call of Duty, and which is really weird because Homefront and Crysis 2 use Call of Duty default settings, so I should probably switch back over to default for COD, but I just feel more comfortable using tactical now. Being able to go prone and drop shots and stuff like that, it just feels more natural. And in this game, you'll see me like go to the crouch on accident because I'm trying to drop shot. Just like, okay, it's not working. Or oh no, sorry. It would be no. I press circle and I go to, yeah, drop shot. No, that's melee. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. I'm all confused trying to think about these different settings right now. But I hope to be getting back on Crysis 2 here pretty soon. I have a couple ideas to do a couple videos for a couple other channels. One of them is Mr. X Factor Gaming. He's a guy that sponsors Nistel and Topher. He's got like something like 1,600 subs, so it'd be kind of nice to get on, put some videos up on a bigger channel. And then Make Believe XP was just telling me about, I think it's called Legit Gaming Unit, LGU. I can't remember. It's in this Skype chat. Tonight I was talking to him. and I guess they have something like 16,000 subs. So it'd be kind of nice to get out there and get on some bigger channels and just get out there, because I know I'd mentioned it in the podcast, and I had mentioned it before, that getting like big on YouTube isn't necessarily like a goal of mine, but I mean, if you're working on something like this, you're gonna want to make sure that you get out there and get bigger. And what the hell, right? As long as you're playing the game, you want to, and this is something I learned from my dad a long time ago, as long as you're playing the game or working somewhere, you always want to keep rising up. You don't want to settle and stay at a certain level. When I was like, 16, I was working at Pizza Hut back in the day, my first job, and so I worked there for a little over a year, and then I was getting close to turning 18, and I was talking to the people about moving up to management. I thought that, like I'd learned from my dad, that's the next step. So I was moving towards management. So anyways, that sort of principle is carried me throughout my entire life so far. And I would say that YouTube and video games are somewhat involved in that same sort of mentality. I don't want to stay static. I want to get better at the games that I'm playing. And in addition to that, I want to get better and get more popular, I guess, with respect to YouTube. I mean, and it also goes with, like, say, photography. When I was doing photography, you don't just do photography to put it in a vacuum and nobody watches it ever or looks at it ever. You do photography or any sort of art form, and I'm not saying that making videos is an art form, but you do things that are visual media so people will watch them. That's really the purpose of why people put these videos together. So, anyways, it makes sense just to want to continue that, and get a little bit bigger. And to be honest, I mean, if I ever got to that point where I could make some side money off of, ad revenue and views and stuff, why the heck not? It would be nice to make a little side money, and it would be nice to be able to invest some of that stuff into this hobby that I've got going on. Say, like, I don't know, buying an Xbox or something. That would be kind of cool, to be honest. I'm actually gonna get a pretty damn big. Wow, great English, Tony. I'm getting a pretty decent sized tax return this year. I finally got like this form in from my school, and it tells you how much you've been billed for tuition and fees and stuff like that, and you can actually write that stuff off, even on the 1040 EZs, which I thought was pretty amazing because I didn't think you could do that. But getting $1,500 back. This is the biggest tax return check I've ever gotten back. Usually I get like $20. It's not even worth my time, to get that money back. I mean, it's $20, whatever. You want to get back, you go get lunch or something at McDonald's or some shit. Yeah, I died pretty quick on that one too. But anyways, yeah, so I'm getting $1,500 back. What I'm going to be doing, though, is a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. I've known her for 10 years now. She's in the Peace Corps, and she's living and teaching English in the country of Ukraine. And I told her that I want to come visit her. And I think what I'm going to be doing is this probably December or late December or maybe even January of 2012. I'm going to be heading out there to spend a couple of weeks with her and just sort of get myself, I don't know, traveled. I don't really travel as much as I want to. My main thing really is because I like to travel here in the U.S. first before traveling abroad, just because U.S. history is my passion. And so anyways, I'm gonna take that $1,500. I'm gonna put that towards the trip. It's looking like airfare is gonna cost me about $1,200, and living expenses are ridiculous. I was telling her, I'm like, hey, how much money do I need? I'm gonna need like $400 for like a week or two. And I was talking to her on Skype, and she gave me the like dirtiest look. She's just like, yeah, $400, that's 2 months worth of my salary. I was like, wow, that's awesome. I'm really like the rich American going into to Ukraine, and just I told her what we'll do is we'll convert my dollars into Ukrainian rubles or whatever, and we'll just make it rain in her little apartment. Just throw them up in the air and watch them fall down. And then she said, well, we can do is get like one of those little swimming pools, and we'll just kind of swim and wade into them. And so I was like, hey, that's a good idea. Anyways, guys, sorry this commentary didn't really have a purpose to it. Like I said, I think I went like 13-8. SD tore it up. So did Stuntman. A couple of guys that I know. Anyways, what did I go? Yeah, 13-8. So anyways, guys, take it easy, and I'll talk to you later.